Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I am your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter who likes wood.
Hey everyone, I'm Daikami-sama and I play Solas Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hello everyone, I'm Silent Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hi, I'm Levalithana, an Elven Wild Mage.
Hey there, I'm Zach, and I play an elven character, because I never say I'm an elf. An elven Mischiefmaker thief multi-class. It's a specialty priest for those that don't know. He's from Evermeet. It's a great place for an elf. If you're not, it's a terrible place. His gimmick is coming up with fun little titles as part of the Mischiefmaker kit, or priesthood. And his current title is the Perspicacious. I've already failed. Perspicacious and phenomenal paranormal filter. Yeah, still failed that one. hang on. Perspicacious and phenomenal paranormal pilfer. That was it.
There we go.
When you do it slowly, it's fine.
So, we left off last time. The party had just visited the Peckport, and they were planning to leave there, Shistholm. Before we get into that, currently the number of rerolls available to the party, Leva has 1, I have 2, so this is wonderful news for me as far as I'm concerned. For those who want to participate directly, 500 bits gets a reroll for one of the players of your choice, or myself, and they can declare that they're using that before they make a roll. So that is a way for you to influence the outcome of the games. And like I said, currently, only Leva has 1. I have 2. This is wonderful, wonderful news. I'm looking forward to it.
Means you can kill us.
Yes. I mean, no, I would never do that. No.
Luckily, due to you being a stickler for 2E rules, there'll be no dire hedgehogs attacking me.
I will let you guys kill yourselves. That's usually how it works. So you'd brought on board some new passengers, Salric von Tromberg and his valet Herrig, pair of humans that you've heard about, who also appear stuck in this sphere and also looking to just get out. They did mention the sphere that they're from, but it wasn't a sphere that any of you had heard of. So, before you leave the Peckport, you had a week. Did anyone want to get anything purchased here or do anything at the port or anything like that?
Well, all this stuff's going to be really boring, isn't it?
I mean, depends on what you mean by boring.
Well, they're like really unimaginative people.
They're all stone. There's no wood for miles.
Yeah, so
Braxon's out of his element.
They're imaginative. They just don't. They believe in function over form.
Right. Well, their food is probably pebbles.
Finn's gonna probably work on refreshing his spell components and getting what he needs for new spells.
Okay. Probably going to be limited in mostly earth and stone related stuff, plus anything related to mushrooms.
Well, I was thinking just doing the generic.
You might want to wait until. I mean, you guys were planning on going to the hidden Mongrelman port, right?
Yeah, that was the question. Do we bring our new escort there?
New escort.
Our new passenger.
Well,
Does
we
he
can't,
even know of this place?
can't throw him overboard.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's kind of like a stick in the wrench thing. We don't know what kind of person he is, whether or not he's trustworthy. I mean, yeah, he's a passenger, but we've got to vouch for him if he turns out as a bad guy, you know. Well, we're
true.
leaving this place. I suppose it doesn't matter too much.
Well, if we leave the sphere, he can't tell anyone.
All right. Is that how you guys all feel? I mean,
Yeah.
you do have 2 ships. You can separate the.
Yeah, just leave him on the blade and we go in on the hill.
Mhm.
So you're gonna have to have, well, some people on the hill. Yeah.
Does anyone want to do that? Because I'm going to stock up with supplies. Easy to take.
I need to go to the port to sell stuff.
Yeah, but is there anyone else who wants to separate the 2 ships and go in with the shuttle?
I think that would be the safe bet.
Okay.
Paul and
I mean,
Elias is
it's-
being like shoved all over the place at the moment.
Well, you can come with us.
Oh, you're going. You can be. You've been relegated to the shuttle. Oh, we need the shuttle next. It's like poor guy's got nowhere to sleep.
Well, he'll have a choice. He can either have Braxon's cabin on the other ship, or
It's
he can come with
it's not like we can leave the dolphin a few some hours away from the place and basically do a day trip with the shuttle.
Well,
Oh,
let's have a vote about splitting the ship up. I'm opposed, but if the majority's for it, then I'll go with it.
I don't really mind either way, so I guess I'm for. No, I'm against that. I'm with you on this.
What,
Braxon.
what's the vote for?
Whether we go in with the whole ship or split the ship in half.
Due to our escorts. Our guests. I mean, we're leaving this sphere at the end of the day, so I don't think it's that much of an issue.
And where are we trying to go into?
We're going back
So-
to the secret port.
Yeah, we got stuff to sell
Okay.
Stuff to
And
sell,
stuff to buy.
food to buy.
and spell components.
Guess
yeah.
I'm up for splitting.
Okay, so we're splitting.
No, we haven't.
Why don't we ask Marcos?
But leaving a
thinks.
but leaving at least one of us back on the ship that we're leaving behind, just to make sure nothing happens to it.
Probably
Well,
should ask Margot.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
All right.
That
So Leva, would you seek out Margoth and ask what she thinks?
Yes.
She will say, yes. I suppose if you restricted them to their cabin while you entered, it might be okay. But my definite preference would be that they know nothing about its location.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
I mean, you are
So
leaving
Leva-
the sphere with them, but
Mhm.
what do you know about them, really? You know?
Nothing. Nothing at all. So Leva goes to the others. She says, nah. Marcos doesn't think it's a very good idea. If they were on the house arrest, on the cabin arrest, while we're there, but that's the maximum. But she'd rather they know nothing about this.
All right.
And
Well,
Leva agrees.
I guess we're going with the shuttle then.
I mean, you can get food and water at Schistholm, so if you wanted to just stock up there and hope that the next sphere that you get to has ports that you can stock up on other stuff.
Where is Schistholm?
You're at Schistholm, the Peck
Oh,
port.
right. We can get food and water here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get food and water here.
Thought it was going to be weird stuff.
Oh, I'm tying in my plants regrowing every month when you do the. Say when it's been like another month, I'm just syncing it with that.
Okay.
It's just easier.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Last month was the last session did end a month at the very
Yeah,
end of the
that's why.
session. So, did you guys pay your crew?
I didn't tell Celine all of the money. I got to tell him that. And we've got to buy food. Oh,
I thought you said last time that when we go to the hidden port, that would be the payday.
No, all did say last time. End of the game. It's the end of the month.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's going to be a lap of a few days that adds up after a while.
Yeah, it was exactly the end of the month last session.
We would have, but I didn't send him the numbers.
Okay. All right, just wanted to make sure if I needed to make a note of that. All right. But so it's up to you guys. I mean, you are leaving the sphere.
Okay. Well, if we need to be careful about that, I would say we might run through a crystal sphere where there's no habitable planets or something.
There's always going to be a habitable planet. I guarantee you that. Just like I'm not quite that mean, but
All
there
right.
just might not be inhabited planets.
Okay.
The only problem is if we're in the unknown duration on the phlogiston, I mean, after what we have, us priests cannot regenerate our food supplies.
Yeah.
We are cut off from making that kind. Well, actually, no. You can make water, but you can't make food. At least Solas and
Yeah.
Finn can.
Well, I
And we
I
got the
would,
soul block.
I would be inclined that we hire a few more crew members to go basically 10-20% over the normal crew.
Yeah, we'll do that at the other port. We've got those people there, but considering coming with us or not.
All right, then that's a very good reason to go there. All right.
Yeah. And they were waiting, so they'll be able to make air.
Yeah, we got so many people that can make air right now.
Yeah,
Wizards,
but they can...
Hawaii.
Oh yeah. Obviously, we have to ask them to make air, and they actually make fog, so we lose visibility when they do it. Yeah, what I was thinking though is we should have like dry rations in case we have problems obtaining food, and maybe try to get some fishing supplies. We got rid of those harpoons, but if we see anything edible that comes to attack us, we should probably eat it.
I've got a giant net in my room that I don't actually use.
Giant net. Is
a lot of that stuff. If you get standard supplies, that includes some basic materials like that.
Well, 20-foot fishing net. Yeah, it's like a big cast out.
I would think a ship this big usually have some kind of a means to hunt fish or forage food.
Well, the standard supplies includes stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if you purchase standard supplies, you will get that for the trip. If you don't purchase standard supplies, you won't have that kind of stuff. You can get bare bones supplies, which is just food.
We should do standard supplies then. I think we should get plenty of dry rations in case we go through an area where it's hard to get hold of food. We might go past several hostile ports and want to carry on going rather than deal with the people living there. And then what we can do is we can stay topped up until we get back to closer to home.
Okay.
Sell off the excess of brow. I think I'm just trying to work out how much we would need.
All right, so real fast, it was a decision to split the ship or not? Was there anyone who hadn't voted?
Yeah, we're going to split the ship.
Because of what Margov said, it was kind of like...
We'll have to buy the standard supplies here before we
There'll
go.
be a bit of ferrying, I think. Unless... I nudged Levitt, not unless you want to teleport with the supplies.
I don't think she could teleport with all the supplies.
No, but you know. I mean, this is new spell. It's exciting. You can do so many things with it.
It's not new anymore. She's used it so many times. She'd
I
like
haven't
to.
seen-
Huh?
I haven't seen
What
use it that many times.
Enough. Enough.
Okay.
It's anywhere within the same crystal sphere teleport, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't enter, you know.
No.
I'm pretty sure you can teleport just outside. You can teleport across the sphere wall, but you can't
Oh,
teleport
well.
from sphere to sphere.
Yep.
Can you
Okay.
teleport through the phlogiston? When you're in it.
I
to-
don't think there's very many places that would
You would
qualify
have to know
as
some.
a location that you could teleport to, just because so much of it is just swirling masses of gaseous
Let me have
medium.
a quick look, since we're talking and just interest.
I think they had it in one of the base
No,
books anyway.
Interplanet travel is not possible.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be pretty powerful for 5th level. Well, but then again, there is like plane shifts. So.
But Leva could carry 150 pounds.
No, but if I cast lightning load on it, then the weight's half. If I
And
memorize
how much
it.
is half?
Whatever we end up buying, I don't know. I'm just, you know, would old allow this if I had like lights and load, and we just say we can save us having to do multiple trips?
How would you bribe her?
I mean,
I
like
don't know,
you can
just for saving time. That's all. You
like
know.
you can just pile the essentially just pile the stuff on the deck and get it taken care of when you get back to the ship. It's like the amount that Leva could teleport even with a light and load is not significant.
It's 150 pounds.
Right? It's not significant to what you would need to purchase,
Okay.
even with light and load.
I can just see us all, the casters, sitting around for 5 hours or more, reducing and itemizing and light and load on all the things just to get it up into the ship, whereas we could have done it in 1 hour or 2 hours by just dragging it across and making
Yeah.
it up.
Well, no, you just empty out your bag of holding, and you just dump it all in and then teleport your bag.
You're failing to understand just how big this stuff is. I mean, you're talking about food and water. Have you ever seen a ton, T-U-N, a barrel, gigantic barrel full
they
of
are
water?
huge
Yeah,
barrels.
yeah. Even with a light and load, that is not something that would be easily carried by Leva. So, no. All right. So, is there anything you guys want to do at Schistholm, or are you done? You ready to move on?
No, I've got what I got. You know.
All right.
I think we're done. I was just wanting to make sure we had all the supplies we need.
Well, we've got uncut gems. If people want to buy themselves uncut gems, I'll cut them eventually. But you know, there's a lot of gems for me to cut. So I'll probably be spending the next month doing, no doubt.
Unless you want to do some
Sorry.
spell
Old.
research or something.
One question.
Real fast. I think Braxon, you had a question first.
Well, I was going to say, if we buy uncut gems, we need to pay you to cut them.
No, I do it for free. I don't charge.
Oh.
It's just while I'm traveling, I need something to keep me entertained. So, and I like cutting gems. So, I need to get better at it, because when I open my gem shop on Brawl, which I plan on doing, jewelry shop, then yeah, it's all good practice.
All right.
Lafdul?
Solas, real fast. Solas, you had a question?
Yeah, when you buy gems for gem dusts and something like that, you need to buy either uncut gem of that value or cut gem of that value, not like uncut gem that would be the value of that gem if it was cut.
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
I will buy few blue stones if they have worth 100 gold pieces per piece.
Okay. It doesn't specify a type of gemstone; just has to be blue.
Just blue stone, 100 gold pieces.
Oh, blue stone as the gem. Got it.
Oh, the bluestone gem.
Okay. Yep. Just deduct the money. You can buy that. That's no problem.
Is that BLU?
No, it's blue stone. It's just one word.
Yeah.
Leva, you had a question?
I didn't have a question. It was a comment on to answer Lafdul's question before about teleport, where he asked about the phlogiston. And it says here quite clearly, wizard cannot teleport to an area of empty space. A substantial surface must be there, whether a wooden floor, a stone floor, natural ground, etc. So it wouldn't work.
Well,
It'll have to be a
well,
port
right.
or something.
That's part of the issue. Is like you could teleport within a limited distance. Like if there was if you drop to tactical speed and you see another ship, you can teleport to that ship's deck in the phlogiston.
Yes, but
If there's a
not
rogue
into
planet, you can teleport
Mhm.
to that. But I would basically say that you'd have to see it, because if you can't see it, you'd have no idea what the distance is.
Yes, correct. I would agree with that. Well, Leva would agree with that.
And Finn, you had a question?
Finn would like to purchase some uncut diamonds worth about 1,000 gold.
Okay. You guys do have some diamonds. Do you want to talk to the rest of the party before you do that, just in case you want to use some of that? I mean, if you want to purchase it, that's fine with me. It just might save some money if you grab some that you already have.
What was the reason for it? Are you just doing it for profit or what?
No, for a spell component.
Oh. Yeah, just refund the amount into the company funds and take the diamonds off the thing.
Okay, I can do that.
Do they have an Moonglade?
Yeah, they will.
What?
Yes, they will.
Okay, I will buy also a few 100 gold pieces worth of Moonglade.
Okay. Are you powdering it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't care if it's cut or uncut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for the spell immunity one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. And bluestone. Oh, alright. Yeah, Lafdul's going to want some bluestone as well. And Ockar.
What I'll say is that, I mean,
I'm not buying much.
Right, but since you guys are making this specific trip to get some, if you think of some stuff in between this session and next session, I'm perfectly fine retconning that you bought some additional stuff. So you don't have to think of it right now. You can just deduct the money later, kind of thing. If something pops up and it's like, oh yeah, I also wanted this stone, kind of thing. So just letting you guys know. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Ord.
Yeah, all right. Then I'll
Yeah, no
mention after the game what I bought.
Yeah. Just like again, you don't need to go through everything you have right now and be like, oh, I got to make sure that I'm getting all this stuff before we leave. I don't mind retconning a little bit as long as you're actually paying for the stuff. So.
Yeah. The Hawaii, have they got a decent armor class, or they need armor?
They will come with shields, and they have a decent armor class on their own.
Okay.
Do you?
Thanks.
They have natural hide or?
Yeah. They have scales.
Oh, are they the lizard folk?
They're reptilian.
Yeah.
But they do also have hair, so, but they do have scales. They have scaly hides.
Do they have same armor class as the rest of our crew have?
The same or better.
Okay.
I believe it's 4 with their shields.
I mean, that's decent for like one character.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do, or are you ready to set off?
I'm ready to set off.
Ready to set off.
Okay. Get underway.
Right. So, the secret port was here, wasn't it?
It is in this little gap in between.
Yeah. So I'm wondering where we leave our ship that's not going to give the game away. What's the distance between the two ports?
It'll be on the second day when you get there.
Oh, right. So we're not going to leave our ship here. That'd be a bit too much.
I mean, you could. It would just be many, many days.
Yeah. And where we're going to get back to leave? Was it up here?
It's over on the far left of the map.
Oh, like there.
Well, I don't have it zoomed out.
Okay. But I mean that sort of direction.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you could leave your leave the battle dolphin here. At least it would be protected by the port. It's up to you. You know, it'd be a few extra days, but it's up to you.
Yeah, and we could do rotating shore leave. Anyone up for that? I think we should do that.
Yeah, your crew would get some extra shore leave in this port, so.
Yeah, and it's a good port. Now, already said they weren't going to charge us, so we might be able to. We'll double check that they're okay with that.
They will say that they're fine with that.
Okay. Should we do that then? 2 days to come back, but it means our ship doesn't get attacked while we're away, and everyone can go. Braxon will go to Linnaeus and say, ask him if he wants to come with us or stay here with the ship.
I would stay with the ship. It seems like you might wish to have someone with experience here on the vessel, just as a precautionary measure.
Okay, my cabin is yours for the duration then.
I appreciate that.
Oh, mine's got better furnishings. It's all elven as well.
Braxon.
I spent like 200, 300 gold on my furnishings.
Yeah, but didn't you put a load of traps in your room that like?
It's only on the safe.
Linnaeus goes in your room and gets folded up in the bed until we get back. Let me out! Let me out!
Knowing him, he just lightning built the bed or something. I'm like, what'd you do to my bed?
All right. So real fast, Ceylon, looking at that, yeah. So you don't need diamond dust. You do need a diamond of 1,000 gold pieces minimum. So yeah, then
Singular.
you can just buy one here. In that case,
Okay.
rather than using up one that's more valuable.
It isn't gems up to that value. It just has to be one.
Correct. It's not. It's a diamond. So he needs a single diamond that is 1,000 gold pieces or more.
I know I could cut gems to small ones, but I can't remember how much loss it was.
I don't think you've tried that. So.
Yeah, we've done it before.
Oh.
We did it on the other diamonds we had.
Okay. I don't. I'd have to go back and look to see what it was. All right.
Yeah, it ended up being like 10% or something. But yeah.
All right. So yeah, Finn, you can just purchase a diamond or more than 1 diamond if
Okay.
you wish. That is probably
I'll just
easiest.
buy one for right now.
Yeah, because
Oh,
you still need to find a rainbow to do the preparation.
Yep.
For.
Oh, you got new spells, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I think I know which one that is, right? Rainbow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rainbow's a nice spell.
Okay, so, who is going on the ship?
Me.
Because this will affect spell research for the people doing spell research, so write your shopping list if you're not coming with.
Yeah, and I'm perfectly fine with you guys coming up with a shopping list. And again, if there's normal equipment that you need, I'm as long as you deduct the money, I'm fine with a retcon of oh yeah, it was actually on the list kind of thing.
I can still read my book while traveling.
Mhm.
It's nothing too difficult.
Mhm.
I will
Yeah.
be under the guise of doing good reading, catching up, or something. I bring a few books from the library.
Are we taking
As
our
well.
2 helmsmen with us?
So Lenelius being a wizard and now having a spellbook, he can, in a pinch, be a helmsman. So yeah, you can take 2 of your helmsmen, and you still have 2 helmsmen back on the Battle Dolphin, just in case.
Yeah.
I'll keep.
Right, so which 2 shall we go?
Keep Sunfire because he's like the only priest otherwise on the Battle Dolphin. So Lenelius and
Leave him behind.
yeah, Sunfire because he's the only priest. So
Yeah.
Because if me, Finn, and Solas are all actually Solas, are you coming with? Because you're doing spell
I'm
research, aren't
staying
you?
since I'm staying for
Oh.
the research.
All right, yeah, then it doesn't matter then.
I will just hand a shopping list and 154 gold pieces that I need for my normal everyday spell components.
That's going up every level. Oh yeah, I'm
Uh,
Finn's.
Next level it's going to be 180.
I love draining PC money.
Yep, Finn's is up to 72, so.
It's my favorite type of draining. All right, so just say how about just Nor and Nemariel?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you just want to use like Herwadian regular crew to complement?
Yeah, I think we're waiting normal crew.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. Okay, in that case, let me see.
Yay for doing so it's Lever and Solas that stay behind because I assume they're both doing spell research. So.
This will be when we get attacked by pirates.
Oh yeah, most likely. But,
Leva, you're gonna stay behind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Margoth is gonna come with you.
Okay. That's good.
Well, actually, no. Levi is going to come with.
you're doing spell research though.
Can't you
So?
bring spell research?
No, can't bring a library with you.
Yeah.
But
So
she
that's
can
gonna
miss out on a day.
that's gonna set you
Several
back
days unless
4
teleport
days.
back.
Sorry, set me back how much?
4 days.
You could do 2 days and teleport back.
Why do you want her to
Well,
teleport?
okay, no, in that case, she's staying, doing the research.
Okay.
Oh, but Lava, you know where the port is. You can just teleport to the port and just, well, you may land halfway in the ground, but that's nothing new to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll Finn and
Ockar,
Ockar come.
Finn, are you coming?
Finn's gonna go because he has new spell components to look for.
Okay.
I don't really have a reason to go, but I guess I'll go.
Okay. All right. All right. So you set off on the. God, I can never remember. Is it the hilt or the blade?
The blade is the big ship.
Okay. So the hilt.
Yeah, the helps
Hang on.
little one.
Yeah.
All right, so you set off on the hilt, and about late on that first day, you
Oh
do
no, another cosmic storm.
drop out of spelljamming speed, and you see a wasp. It's pretty clearly damaged.
Oh.
Just kind of drifting there.
Braxon will hail over it.
You're gonna look me a spyglass first.
Oh, we're out of range, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, Braxton looked with his spyglass.
Don't necessarily hail it first. Just
Well, I
He'll
mean,
look,
you could
he'll
hail
look,
at
see
the
if,
light. With
yeah,
signaling.
he'll look see if he can see anyone on deck.
You do not see any movement.
He's going to try signaling. Hail the wasp.
There is
No,
no
Margot.
response.
Okay, let's go alongside. But
could you assess their damage? What type of damage? Whether or not it is pirates or creature? Could you make that distinction judgment? Have a look.
Roll a carpentry check.
Oh,
Okay.
Good for you.
It's either damaged by catapult fire and similar, or impacts with asteroids.
right. Been bashed up.
Yeah, there's pretty big smashed sections. A whole wing is gone. A couple legs are gone. Lots of other smaller damage here and there.
Is there anything like a flag on there?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
Asteroids, nature's own catapult shots.
Does a ship look like it's been looted, Braxon? Does it
There's
still have
no way,
rigging and
there's no way
sail?
for him to
I
tell.
don't know if I can tell from there. Let's get close enough to touch the air envelope and see if it's got a foul atmosphere before we lose all our air. Is there any way to check that, or is it just suck it and see?
Well, we had a rowboat at one point before a Saturn Dragon took it. Another reason to get that dragon.
Unless you can think of a way to check the air envelope from a distance.
Okay,
Arthur could fly over.
Yeah, okay.
No, might take. No, is Arthur with us? Yeah, he is.
Let's go near. Let's go near, but in case it's full of undead, let's just wait a second and assess it a bit closer and see if we can call to people, and then we'll pull up alongside if we get no answers.
Oh, I should have changed my spells.
It is not a. I mean, you see no movement on it at all.
Right. Braxton's going to hail over. Ahoy, the wasp!
So
We're here
you're
to
breaching.
assist.
You're breaching the air envelope.
Yeah, we'll breach the air envelope.
Okay.
You'll die from poison.
It smells awful.
Okay.
Yay!
Of course.
It is definitely
It's
foul.
not-
It is definitely
not
foul,
that
but
day,
there's
though.
also something in addition to that. You smell some rotten decay, but also an additional, just incredibly disgusting smell.
Yeah.
Does it smell like undead?
I don't think you know exactly what undead smell like.
Horrible.
Why don't you try dispelling the smell? Turn the
Well,
smell away from you. Okay, so
So-
Braxton's going to call out to the ship, see if anyone comes up.
Nothing happens.
Okay, should we make a boarding party?
Do you want me to scout about? I'm generally pretty quiet.
Well, I've already yelled, so they know we're here.
Alright.
But if you want to
Alright.
sneak over there,
Well, if you've already yelled, then it's a moot point, then, isn't it? I suppose.
it's like a rescue.
All right, so you're pulling close to cross over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where the ship was bashed up, are there any holes we can see inside the ship through?
Yeah, but it's dark inside.
Okay.
There's no lights. There's no burning torches or candles or magical lights inside that
Okay.
would allow you to
So
see what's inside there.
we'll have to take lamps, light with us.
All right, so crossing over and looking below decks, you do find some corpses of some reptilian humanoids. The corpses are at least a month old, so they've decayed quite a bit. Margoth will give a disgusted sound and say, "Troglodytes. These were probably pirates."
Yeah. Maybe they got their just desserts in.
Oh, it's always worth investigating. You never know.
Some of them do
Lafdul.
look like they've taken weapon blows.
Lafdul, do you want to talk to the souls of any of these?
It's been like a month. It's probably without my purview. Although I don't know about Finn, who's now level 9. He can do up to a year now, I think. He's got divination.
I don't think I know that spell though.
You don't? I could teach you it. Maybe, do you have access to minor divination?
Braxon's going to look for a logbook.
I do.
It's a standard spell. You would have been given it, unless Old specifically didn't give you those normal spells.
Well, if he's acting this way, then he certainly doesn't have it memorized.
Alright. Alright.
We can figure out whether he has access to it later, but it's pretty obvious that he has not memorized it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. Braxon, you do not find anything like a logbook, and it is pretty obvious that this has been the ship has been looted.
Oh, right, okay. Just nothing.
Any name or branding on the side of the ship?
Nothing that you can read.
Anything Margoth could read? You'd be
No,
more
I cannot
familiar.
read the troglodyte tongue.
Oh.
Right, well, unless we want to strip off planks, we probably want to get away from this smelly ship.
And I don't think you want to spend that time. This place smells horrible.
Yeah.
She just send it into a decaying.
It'll
Crash
eventually
into the
crash
ground.
into something. In fact, some of the damage, it's really hard for Braxon to differentiate between a catapult shot and a crash against a small asteroid. So it's entirely possible that some of this is just, from catapult damage. From asteroid damage.
I will go around the ship quickly as I can with a detect magic, just in case, there might be a helm or something.
Nope. Nothing at all.
All right. The helm was lit, I assume.
Yeah.
There's probably 4 light bits on the floor where you can see where someone's unbolted the helm.
Hey, Ockar.
Yeah?
Can you detect evil intent from the corpses? They might be rising up as undead at some point. I don't know, just a thought.
I can try, yeah.
You do not.
Would. Alright, that's worth an idea.
Okay, I don't think we're going to find anything useful here then.
I can also attempt to turn undead if you think that'd help.
I mean, if they're not harming us.
You have to know that something is undead to succeed at turning undead.
So I can't just suspect?
No.
I think if they were actually undead, they would have got up and had a go at us by now.
Yeah. I mean, you can. Well, okay. Let me rephrase.
Can I poke them with my spear just in case?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. And they do not move. You can suspect something is undead, and try to turn. That's fine. But you still have to there has to be something to suspect. Like you can't just. I'm just gonna try turning undead on the corpses. It obviously it has to be moving and making it clear that it is animated in some way, either alive, dead, or undead.
They didn't react to getting poked. I'll try to roll them over with the spear.
So this one, as you roll it over, it kind of falls apart and
Bile
more
comes
putrid,
out,
decaying flesh kind of spills out around it. It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
It releases a really foul odor as you do that.
And this is why.
Braxon's gonna
Yeah.
back off when that happens.
Yeah, this is why I used a long spear to try to do this.
This is why Lafdul. It's reminding Lafdul of when he travelled around Brow in the sewers.
It's
Braxon-
basically like having a 10-foot pole to examine stuff.
Braxon's gonna say, "I was wondering if I could salvage any wood off this, but like, it's really stinky here."
Good
You,
thing
you'd
Ockar
have to
is
start
immune
making
to diseases.
constitution checks to see if you could do that, really.
Yeah.
And it would take time.
Yes, it is good I'm immune to diseases and poisons.
Yeah, I'll just do a generic, make sure the dead move on so they don't return as undead, say a prayer
Okay.
to whatever deities in this sphere, let these souls move on.
Finn will suggest we burn the ship too.
Burn the
Well,
ship.
you're the local pyromaniac, so do I get a nod stare back?
Give him a cremation of sorts, and
Yeah, good enough.
Well, I suppose there's nothing valuable here, and it does sting.
Yeah.
We'll draw attention to the area.
I mean, if we were on the flitter, that would have almost destroyed it.
Is there anything on the ship that's flammable, or would we have to
Shit,
use our
wood?
supplies? Yeah, I know. I mean, it's an accelerant for starting a fire.
I mean, like, yeah, if you can,
Sails,
there's some sailcloth and torn bedding and sackcloth
Is it
and
linen?
stuff like that. No.
Good. Because Lafdul's could be very torn.
You want to know if any of these dead people have been bandaged before they die as well, I suppose.
No.
So you can just toss a few torches on it. It will be easy to burn this thing.
Yeah, Braxon's gonna attempt to say some prayers that he's attempting to remember from Patar, but he's probably gonna say them wrong.
All right.
Say some sort of
No, make a wisdom
Patar,
check then.
please. All right, okay. Wisdom check. Right. Let's have a look.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah,
that
that's-
might
I
be.
think that's one above his score or something.
What? No. His wisdom's 9.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was 8.
Get drained.
All right. So you do succeed in remembering the proper phrasing, and you set the ship on fire and pull away and continue on.
Yeah.
It
Braxon
would
said-
like it does. It is noticeable, but at the same time, it's only noticeable for a bit,
Yeah.
for a little while.
Braxton says, I've got to admit, that does bother me a bit. They should be wrapped up and preserved like they're meant to be.
You do take a quick detour down close to the surface to refresh your air envelope.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely.
I think there's like a cost incurred if you go in with fouled air.
Well, not only that, it stinks.
Oh, yeah,
I think we fly for quite a while in fresh air.
it would be nice. It makes reading very hard for me.
Okay, late on the following day, you will arrive at Darildar, the Mongrelman port. That is right here.
Oh, yeah, I'm seeing it.
I'm just going to move your... Yeah, you can just move your ship just for
Okay.
ease of purpose. That's fine. It's not a big deal.
Yep.
And you can quickly secure the supplies that you want. You'll be able to fill up with water at Schistholm, so you don't need to get extra water here. But if you want extra food, they will have a greater variety here. It's not going to make any difference. It's just flavor, literally.
Yeah.
How
about...
But you
how
will want to
about food?
decide how much food you are purchasing.
Yeah.
I've Side question.
Mhm.
How expensive are wizard scrolls to purchase? Say like
Pretty-
first level spells.
Pretty expensive.
They like 1,000. They start 1,000. Or
They're not
100?
going to
I can't
have
remember.
many. They're not going to have many.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like first level spells.
Um,
I think
hold
we
on a
can eat
second.
them.
I'm actually not sure if they can even make them, so they would probably only
Ah.
have whatever like random stuff they had.
Well, I think they got about like 11th level for wizards, or was it 9th?
If it's
Spell
11th,
scrolls.
actually, if it's 9th and
Even
11th
then-
level, it's both too high. So, yeah, they can't.
They
do
had
it.
like 7th level wizards or something.
Yeah, so they do not have any for actual sale. They might trade for other magic items that you have or something like that, but they're not going to actually sell scrolls. Okay, so the provisions are the same price as back on Brawl, 500 gold pieces for 2,400 man days of provisioning. If you want standard provisions, if you want bare minimum, it's half that.
We go for their provisions, but what they like for stuff that lasts?
I mean, like dry tack. And
They will
rice and
always
stuff.
be giving you a mixture of stuff that lasts and stuff that like stuff that lasts longer and stuff that doesn't last as long. You eat up the stuff that doesn't last as long first. It's going to be the same price, and it's just flavors.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, because I get that, but I thought if we were buying extra, we'd have to buy extra stuff that all lasts.
no, it's just I mean like you do, but it's the same price.
Okay.
I mean, we're not gonna have provisions that last a year, generally speaking, unless we're buying just rice or
And
something.
can always slow rot on our provisions
Grains.
as well to make them last longer.
Oh, I can do that as well.
And if I remember correctly, purify food also helps with.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, I think it should be reasonable to think that whenever we buy provisions, our characters know what to buy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to nickel and dime that. I'm not going to do that. You buy the provisions, and you're making sure that you're buying, like you know how long some of it will last. So if you buy stuff that's only going to last a month, then you're obviously going to eat that within the first month, and then switch to stuff that lasts longer. It's fine. You don't need to. It's the same price. It's just how many man days. You don't need to worry about those details.
Yeah, and our characters have basically been adventuring so long that they should know these things now.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we might have to go long term through another sphere without having access to being able to buy some more food.
We've got spellcasters. We got means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just thinking we should have extra.
Unless we die, then you got to start worrying.
Well, again, worst case scenario, I would not send you into a sphere without at least a single habitable planet that has food available that you could hunt or gather, kind of thing. Completely unprepared. If I ever send you into a sphere that has nothing of that sort, you will know in advance. I will tell you as a dungeon master right now. So, but you still don't know how long it's going to take to get there.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about the size of spheres we've been in and what's the sort of longest sort of voyage.
My recommendation is to just figure out how long you want to last, how much food you want and how long you want it to last, and then calculate from that. Just do some simple math. Just do some simple math. Actually, first, before you do that, you'll probably want to figure out, decide how many extra Herwada you're getting.
Yeah.
Because that's going to play a major part in it.
That's true. Hang on, because we've got...
while he's figuring out that, am I able to sell relatively low value stuff, the stuff that I already showed you earlier?
In that
James and
list,
Judah? Yeah, everything's under 1,000 as per unit, but there might be multiple units that make it in excess of obviously 1,000.
yeah, let me see.
The most expensive things was like topazes, so like 500 each, where I had multiples of them. There's all the stuff
so
that's
this
in red.
30 value. Wait, let's see. Hold on a second. Total sale value. I see 2 numbers in green. Is that?
Yeah, the two for the 2 categories, which was obviously one was just jewelry, the other one was gems.
Right, so hang on. So
And all the stuff that I highlighted in red was all the low value stuff, which is all the stuff that's being sold.
You're not going to be able to
Anything
sell those big lots, the 42, 31, and 30.
I can just take them off entirely.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a second, I will do so.
hang on.
Braxon, you can just take a few minutes to work on that, and while we're looking at the jewelry.
Yeah, we got 49 crew plus. No.
Alright, without the mass quantities, that value is now 6,258.5. I will copy and paste now. Do you want another screenshot?
I don't need the screenshot. Just give me the number.
I will type it in. Where are you? Oh, sugar.
So you're taking these to negotiate for the sales, and the shopkeeper is willing to.
It's obviously going to be a variable, but you know.
Yeah.
I think the 0.5 is basically just means it's like silver. It was half a gold, because obviously I had stuff in silver.
Actually, let's not do that.
But you could say you could round up or something, I don't know.
Hold on a second. All right. Oh, yeah. My computer crashed earlier, so I need to reopen Notepad. All right, so after considerable negotiation, actually do this. What is your reaction? What is your reaction adjustment for charisma?
+3.
Okay. Let's see how that comes out. Let's see if you can get a better price. Yeah, you get a better price. So after considerable negotiation, you're able to get a total value of 7,494 gold pieces for those.
7,900, sorry.
7,494. I'll type it.
Alright. 7,494.
Yeah.
Alright then.
Is that going straight to company fund, or is that split
Yeah.
to shares?
That's the usual split.
Okay. What was the amount?
Sim roll 27,494. And after the game, I'll delete the things, but obviously I'll let players, if they want to take the equivalent value out in items instead of gold, once they know their split.
Yeah, you could just like
Right.
cross them out or something like that for now.
Yeah.
The number one more time.
It's in roll 20. 7,494.
That's not a bad amount of money.
Yeah, these are all like the low value stuff, so this is stuff that I thought that we'd be able to sell. And for the players, it's all the stuff that I highlighted in red, so you can look on the player doc if you want.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, and again, so yeah, Solas and Leva has given you shopping lists. So Solas and Leva, go ahead and deduct your spell component restock fee.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to do that as well.
And of course, everyone else can do so as well. Actually, at this point, it's everyone except Braxon.
It's easy for Ockar. It's like 2 gold or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Braxon needs spell components.
I mean, I don't actually consume any of my components with the spells I typically use.
Um.
I checked the analyzed balance. I don't think it actually consumes the coins.
You got anything that's consumable, like
All right. How about
You could
we check that after the game if you have time.
Yeah, I do have a few things I consume, but like the silver
would
mirrors,
they
the lead rings, and the holy water. But
No, stuff like rose petals for like sacred guardian stuff, they would rot after a while.
I don't use anything that rots.
Okay.
And-
Then I'm perfectly fine with you not having to do that as well. If I mean, your spell selection isn't as wide as a normal priest anyway, so.
Yeah, I had basically gotten components for every spell that I knew I could cast, and none of it is rottable.
Okay.
Wasn't
fine with
this the only port that we could get the regular spell components? Or was this that
Yeah.
the hobgoblin port?
Well, this is the only one that you know you can easily. I think that you were able to get a mixture at different ports, kind of thing. This is the only one that you can get it all at that you've been to.
Alright, that's cool. I will be buying some. Do they have any problems with some extra incense? I might buy a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you can get incense if you want.
Alright. I cannot for the life of me remember whether I had the living insert fantasy where I put my spell cost. Amount cost. This.
I'm sorry?
My formula. I've got it somewhere on my sheet. I'm just trying to find it. I'm talking
Okay.
to myself. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud.
All right, have you
Stuff.
decided how many Herwadi you want to hire?
Sorry, I'm just confusing myself at the moment.
All right, then is there anything that anyone else wants to do in the port, or is there anything that Solas or Leva would have asked the party members who went to specifically do?
No, can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay.
Only about the spell components.
Okay. Ockar, as long as you're back here, you probably need to tithe again. Because there's been some payouts since last time you were here, I believe. Is that okay, Ockar?
I think you're muted, James.
Ockar, can you hear me? I suppose it's possible his internet went out or something. Let me go ahead and ping him. All right, I will wait and see what he has to say when he whatever happens.
back.
Oh, you're okay. You're back. So I was saying, Ockar, that you probably need to tithe again since you've gotten some payouts.
Yeah, the 10%.
Yeah.
I already took care of that.
Okay, excellent.
I already calculated all that. I've been doing that.
Okay. Would you want to just take it back? You know, take this to the same place that you did before?
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Oh wait, I don't have the most recent payment. I'll take care of that.
Okay. Okay. Braxon, do you need any help with that?
Probably tied myself in a knot. I'm looking at before at my notes, and it looked like we were at 74 man days of air being used up every day before adding in 20 Hawaii, which would make it 94 man days of air per day. So I'm just trying to figure out how many we can take on before we're overloaded. Because we got 70 ton ship.
Yeah. How many Harwadi do you want in total?
If we have too many, to use up the air. But I suppose if we have too many, they replace the air.
Well, you also need to get food and water too.
Yeah. Should we do another 10 or another 20?
How many do we have?
They're groups of 5, aren't they,
we've
when
got-
it comes to fighting? So
We've got 20 at the moment. I'm trying to remember how many we met before. I think there was 40 we rescued.
yeah, and we capped our regular crew with 80. I think. Don't actually know because I don't keep track. I don't look at the numbers. That's not.
What's our crew currently, without the new recruits that we are thinking about?
Well, forgetting us and our guests and our officers, we've got 22 humans and 4 GIF and... Sorry, there's not 4 GIF, there's 2 lots of GIF. So 11 GIF and 5 dwarves. And each GIF counts as 2 people for supplies. Yeah. Because they're big.
So all in all, we had...
I mean, if they're just regular sailors, I would say realistically just get 10. Keep it.
Yeah,
'Cause-
let's make it 10.
Because if you're, we've also got a lot of guests at the moment. It's not that I have a problem with it.
We do.
It's
Yeah.
a case that they're not fighters. generally they avoid combat unless it's like a big, officers v officers, crew v crew.
Herwadi are decent fighters, and they can. They actually have a really good ability to jump. They have very
Ooh.
powerful back legs. They can jump, like from one ship.
Oh,
To
yeah,
another.
they're wiggles, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can jump. They're like frog people. Yeah. Okay, let's get another 10.
All right, for a total of what?
30 or
30?
80.
Okay. 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 So then you just kind of want to figure out now you're the amount of food and water your ship can carry
Hmm.
up to the normal limit
Yeah.
for 4 months doesn't get calculated into your cargo. Anything beyond that does.
Right.
And it's 1 ton per 2,400 man days of food, 1 ton per 2,400 man days of water. This is why I asked you guys to figure this out before the game.
Yeah, I've been rebuilding my sheet, sorry.
All right, well, is there anything
Oh,
anyone else wants to do in the port? In the
I
meantime?
want to see if I can sell that magical Koato weapon that none of us can use, because I assume no one in the party is going to have any problem with me trying to see if I can sell it here, because it's like one of the few ports we can sell it at, probably.
No,
Yeah.
go for it. Go for it.
That was that like man catcher kind of like 3-pronged thing. I'm trying to find it. I know it's not. It's in this sphere, so they might be able to sell it on or something. I don't know.
A merchant would be willing to take it off your hands for 500 gold. They're looking at it as something that they can then turn around and trade to the Kuatoa, back to the Kuatoa, kind of thing.
500. Yeah. How much do we normally?
Because
I
it's
mean, yeah, we
so
are-
specific. Like
yeah, all right, just get rid of it. Anyone have any problems with that? 500, it's not much, but
No. No.
Fine.
it's just one item less we have to sell.
yeah.
All right. I will just confirm it is this item.
Yep, that's it.
All right, I will write that one off.
So you can mark that off and put the 500 gold down.
Yeah, redistributing that. Finn.
You can also, I mean, like you can just wait until you get more stuff, or at the end of the session or something like that. If there's anything else, anything you guys want to do, or wait until later.
Yeah, just I'll just write that down as a pending and finish it at the end of the
All right.
session.
Okay. Is there any specific material components that anyone wants to purchase here? Finn, did you need anything else for new spells that you need to get
Nothing
manufactured or
specific.
anything?
I just needed the generic stuff.
Okay. All right. So are all we waiting on? Is the food and water decisions then?
That would seem to be the case.
I mean, I guess we could take a break early, really early.
Mm.
Yeah, we're barely an hour in.
Yeah.
We can distribute that. There's 2 mage scrolls between Leva and Solas, because I assume either or of them are going to want the scrolls.
Yeah, if there's other items that you want to handle distribution of right now, that's something you could do.
I figured since we know what those scrolls are, due to you both here, I assume it's going to be you two anyway, so I only put interest down when it's something that's less important. Leva, you here? Solas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You what? Alright. I'll copy and paste it into roll 20. 2 scrolls. It's only between you two, so you decide who gets what.
Aren't they in the black hole where they're supposed to be?
No.
Uh-huh. Can we put them there?
Yeah. Can be.
If somebody's missing out and doesn't see that, then they don't know. And that's what the black hole is for. Just so as a reminder, even if it's just 2 scrolls.
All right. Well, that aside for now, do Solus, Leva, do either of you have interest in those 2 scrolls or one of those scrolls or something like that?
Yeah.
Just a moment.
No, I've added them all the way down the bottom.
I have interest in both of them.
I would have to read up on the things because I don't know half the spells.
But do you want the other half of the spells? I mean, it's okay to be like, it's got 6 spells on it. I don't really care about 5 of them, but that one there, I really want. And that can be why you want the scroll. And you can always, if you use it up, then give it to someone else afterwards, too, so.
It's, they sound interesting. That's all I can say at the moment.
I think we can say that roll off from them and.
Well, what we could do is, Leva, are you interested in both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
Just from looking at it, but as I said, yeah.
Okay.
We can discuss other details after this.
How about you roll off for the one with 6 spells, and then whoever gets that one gets the other one, since there's 2 scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
I don't think you're specifically learning from either of them.
All right.
All right, so Solus gets the one with 6 spells, and Leva gets the one with 3 spells.
Mm-hmm.
That rare paralysis must be like the wand you used to have. You were very fond of that wand.
Let me go ahead and get these into the list. There we go. Were there any other items that you guys had a decent idea about that you might want to distribute now?
Wasn't there that wand that cast lightning bolt?
The ones are chef, black pine wood, electrum caps. Oh, there's 2 ones. I can't remember which one was which now.
I think we, in character, know which one was the lightning bolt one. Since I think one of us was close enough to witness and hear even the command word. Or at least witness its use.
Oh, I witnessed its use, and I asked the spirit. I've got the command word, I just didn't write anything else.
Well, do you guys want to... I mean, Solas, I assume that you're interested in that wand.
Yeah, since I know how to recharge it.
All right. Is anyone else interested in that wand?
As long as it's not used on me.
All right, so we use it on Lafdul. Okay, good.
No.
Only if he messes with Solas's books.
Yeah, but that's fun. Being lightning bolt isn't.
I don't know. Casting lightning bolt against people who messes with precious books is fun.
It's a known thing that that's a wizard only wand, right? It's one of like the standard known ones.
Hold on.
The one that does the lightning bolt.
Yes, I got that. I need to double check. I can't remember. So you're saying you might be interested in it too, huh?
If I could
Yeah, it's
use
wizard
it,
only.
but
Yeah, it's wizard
yeah,
only.
but no.
All right, Leva, are you interested?
I can't find it. I don't know where it is. In that case, I probably am not interested.
Okay.
I have added them in. I've only just added them in now.
But Solas would make argument for the lightning one since he can basically use it as many times as he wants since he can always recharge it.
You're saying you wouldn't recharge it for other people if they had it?
Well, I could, but it would take me resources, so I would have to ask money for it. But if I own it, I can take care of it on my own and whenever I need to.
Oh, no, you got to pay yourself.
Yes, pay myself from my pouch to my pouch.
Exactly.
Speaking of pouches that make money, the one that we constantly forget about.
Mm-hmm. I'm not reminding you guys about that. I mean, if you're always going to forget it, then there might also be an argument for just selling it. Or trading it for something.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Alright, so is anyone else interested in the wand? I guess it's really only Leva since it's wizards only.
I'm willing to let Leva have the otter wand if I can have the lightning one without any.
Don't remember
basically.
what the was.
Basically, share the wands this way.
I mean, I'm not sure if you know what the other one does.
Yeah, it will need to be researched.
We just learned the command word for it.
Okay. Alright, Leva, any objections to that?
I'm a bit just pretend I'm not there for the moment. It's the first time I'm looking at this. I have no idea what I'm seeing. There's nothing that says what the wand is doing, or what either one of those wands is doing. I have to go through the list that's there now, and yeah, just pretend I'm not there for the moment.
All right, then I guess we put this aside for later then.
Okay. The other one we don't know what it does, but the lightning one we do.
I think once we had it identified, then we would know what it does, because we just needed to know the command word, which I figured out. A simple identification should tell us what the one does.
Or just holding it and using the command word. Point it at someone, you know.
Probably best not to do that in town, plus it'd be on the... the wizards could do it, they're on the hill.
Who's volunteering to potentially be fireballed?
Don't point it out someone.
Lafdul.
Lafdul's not there. That's the one thing Lafdul doesn't regenerate from, is fire, and that's it. So, no.
All right, so we'll wait on that
I
then.
can give it a shot. I can technically be on the helm.
I think I was all joking. I think that at this point it's probably want to wait until you're in.
I don't think you would even allow us to test wands on each other like this, because you said it was a bit mean.
Yeah, Solas would not really want to hurt anyone, even if they knew that they would be okay.
Lafdul knows he'd be alright, but he doesn't know about his equipment being alright. Lafdul's made from strong stuff, his equipment less so.
Yeah, the thing is that even if you know you're okay, it would still cause you pain, and
Oh, yeah.
Solas would not want to cause pain.
Then he starts questioning why he didn't start worshipping Elmarta. Crisis of Faith is always fun.
If Solas wanted to cause pain, he would have become priest of Loviatar.
Yeah, I'm still holding on to the holy symbol of her for some reason. Probably get rid of that at some point.
I mean, you could sell it. Wasn't it silver?
I'd have to check what the information is on that.
You could basically melt it and sell it. Or just melt it and keep the silver.
Surprised you remember it was made out of silver. I mean, most are, but...
I don't know about most, but...
I mean, most, isn't that a standard, like, silver, sacred?
Maybe for humans?
Oh.
It depends on the deity and religion. I mean, you have had a wooden spoon as your holy symbol.
You don't know that. Oh, it's going to be an interesting conversation when the party does learn out what I do for a holy symbol.
Right. So the people we got on board at the moment need 9,840 units of food for a 4-month trip, but I'm not sure whether that fits in with the 70 tons, because we've got 82 man days of people eating food.
All right. You have your current listing of how many man days of food you have on hand?
I'm 2 months out on that as well, because my sheet was out of kilter. I've been rebuilding it.
All right, then I think you need to start fresh. I think you need to start fresh then.
Before, where's the number?
I think you're at this point. If you're out of date, then you're buying all new.
Okay.
On the side note about the other ones, I remember that one being used against me, but I resisted whatever the effect was. It wasn't like a damaging wand, it was something wand. It did something to me. An effect on me.
So how much did we get for 500 gold pieces again?
2,400.
Right.
Oh, while we're here,
Mm-hmm.
do they have pearls for sale?
Yes.
Do they have the bigger pearls for sale?
Yes.
Ah,
Alright.
good.
They have a
Do you- do
They
you-
have the shopkeeper will be telling you that they are the finest pearls available from the Kuotoa Kingdom.
But he's still selling them at the standard rate, right?
Yes.
Good. I know that people like to sell themselves out, but you know.
So
Alright.
we need to
People.
They don't have an unlimited number, but basically
No,
you
but-
say how many you want, and I'll tell you if that's reasonable.
Alright, I'm getting myself a couple of 100 gold pearls.
Alright.
Don't know about anyone else.
Yes, they will too. Or actually, she will put it on her sheet that she'd like to have a few 100 gold piece pearls, like, let's say 3,
Yep, that's fine.
and 2 for 250 gold.
Okay.
That's...
It's worth getting them.
Does anyone else want any other pearls? I didn't hear anyone saying anything.
Yeah, Finn will buy a few. In case there's ever anything he would like to have identified.
Okay.
Is it 100 gold?
That's for the level 1 identify. The higher level identify is 250.
Okay. Could he buy 4 of the 250s?
Yes. They will not have many left over after that, though.
You've bought 4, Lover's bought 2. That's 6 the party's bought so far. Of them.
I'll say there's 2 more if anyone wants to buy any of the 250s.
I've got 1.
This is after everyone who has already said that they wanted some.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone?
No, I've already got mine.
Okay. Anyone else getting any 100 gold piece pearls?
I'm not sure if I need any.
Okay.
Still working at the other stuff. I'll skip it.
All right. Are you ready to purchase food?
Yeah, we're gonna purchase 2,500 gold pieces of food.
And they in bunches of 4 months.
Yeah, they're in units of 2,400. So we're gonna have to give up some cargo space.
Yeah, only for the first month or so.
Yeah, sure.
And because we're 10 crew over, or I don't know how many crew are there, but are we like having to set up lodgings inside the cargo space or something? I don't know.
No,
just-
I'm not that picky about it.
Well, not that
It's no,
cramped yet.
no, you really aren't. It takes fairly considerable more. I mean, but they are hot bunking, so like
Yeah, I figured.
multiple people are sharing bunks, kind of thing.
I didn't mind sharing with Linus if he wanted to. If I was on an alternate shift with him.
No, he's fine. Being in the Hilt's
So
captain's quarters for the time being. He's fine with that. Okay. I will say that you won't need to start deducting the food from this 12,000 man days until you get back to Schistholm and start from there.
Right.
But at that point, you will need to start doing that. All right. So have you deducted the money to purchase that food?
Wait, tells Infernal level. I don't know if we can. Can we?
I'm waiting.
Finn? Lever? Finn's muted.
Sorry, my mic wasn't working for a second there.
Okay.
I have it recorded on my sheet for the 2,500 for food, and I'll update it at the end of the session.
Okay, that's fine.
I also have the crew wages that I just came up with pending as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And because the you're getting these new crew, so it's going to be 10 fewer for the last month that just passed. 10 fewer Herwadi for last month, and then going forward it'll be.
Okay, I'll update that then.
All right. So is there anything anyone else wants to do at Daraldar? Are you happy with the supplies that you have? Are you happy with the preparations you've made? You're going on an unknown length phlogiston trip coming up to an unknown sphere. You don't know how long you'll be. Just want to give you guys a final opportunity to think of anything.
Can I get any golden threads here?
Yeah.
Even a bit, because I want to at least replenish my memory read if I can. So I've obviously got the linen, but just not the thread.
Go for 20 gold pieces.
And how many castings would you allow me to get with that? Oh, hang on. Let me tell you how much it normally costs.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, if you have a normal cost written down.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be more than that.
Okay.
I will. Once I find it, I'll tell you. I'm just looking for where it is.
Braxon wants to walk around and see if he can find anything that might be a Temple of Ptah, maybe with slightly different symbols.
6 gold per casting.
Okay.
Spell component.
Is this to keep trying on the prisoners?
No, I'm just I'm buying ideally 18 more castings.
Yeah, you can buy that.
All right, and I will deduct 18 times 6.
Yeah. Part of it is like you made a bunch of attempts and he did save so many times. It's reasonable to conclude that a spell is just not going to work anymore, kind of thing.
I don't mind that. I just it felt like I didn't know at the time that was going to be a thing. Otherwise, I would have.
Well, it's partly it's to prevent the whole thing of, oh, I have a month. I'm just going to literally keep casting this every day, and eventually I will succeed and get this thing that I want. When that's kind of going against the spirit. You know, it's try it once, it works, great. It doesn't work, oh well, moving on. A lot of it is, you know, the luck of the draw. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Move on. Not necessarily after one attempt, but I'm okay with a few attempts. But there does need to come a point when it's just like the character should conclude this just doesn't work.
Try different memories or something different.
Or try different things or something like that. Or sometimes things just don't work.
Yeah.
Ockar, were you saying something?
You're a super quiet, like 1% volume. Almost muted.
Oh, it's not like I could repeatedly drink that one potion trying to get the poison immunity effect.
Could have drank another potion. Hope we got a miracle effect, or
I mean, if you had an unlimited number of them, maybe. But there might also be.
I don't think you would have wanted to deal with that.
There might also be negative side effects to drinking them that might also kick in too. So, I mean, it's a little bit different. Like, there's an element of you need to keep in mind how your players think, not just how the game rules are. Would your character realize that you could just keep trying to drink something? Like, you as a player may know that drinking 2 potions has a chance to make something permanent. Does your character? No,
probably.
Your character doesn't. So, that kind of thing. There needs to be an element of keeping in mind what the character knows versus what the player knows.
This is a bit of esoteric knowledge. Do I know whether or not there'd be Sandmans? Basically, I'm looking for Sandman powder. I suspect that I wouldn't be able to get it around this. It has to be desert environments, right? Or planets.
Give me a spellcraft check.
Because I know they're elemental earth, but yeah.
Might be worth asking. Well, actually, no. You went with the party to Daraldar. Might be worth asking when you get back to Shistholm.
One thing Solas. Go on.
I was gonna say I've already got plenty of them, but I thought I'd check while I'm here.
If you're if you have plenty, then I wouldn't.
I got like 40 castings or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
One thing Solas asked to see if they have is small crystal cones and small crystal rods.
You could probably get some of those made at Shistholm in the.
Okay.
While the rest of the party's gone.
Here's a question.
No more than 5.
No
more than 5 each, though.
Okay.
For spell components above the, because they can only do up to 4th level spells. Would they have spell components for higher level spells for the wizards?
Depends on what the spell component is. Like again, Shistholm, he's just basically going to someone who does some stuff with glass and is like, "Hey, can I get this?" Yeah, I guess I can make that for you, kind of thing.
Oh no, I just randomly thought this because we were given a shopping list, and if it's known that wizards aren't as powerful as us, they're obviously not going to have the spell components. Unless they're
right, but not all spell components are things that are just on hand. Sometimes sometimes it's just things on hand because that's just a thing that exists. Some of these things might be useful in potions. They might be useful in non-magical concoctions. And then, of course, just like what Solas is doing, he's just going and asking someone who can make that kind of thing to make the thing. In terms of, like, that's really only going to kick in for specific spell components. If it's one of the spell components that is wrapped up in the cost, then that's just going to be, it's like herbs and stuff and relatively easily found things. They'll have it. Okay, so is there anything that anyone else wants to do at Daryldar, or are you going to head back to Shistholm?
Do they have drinking horns around here?
Yeah.
Lafdul's going to steal one for a holy symbol.
Okay.
Because I need to get a new holy symbol. It's been like almost a month since the GIF encounter. It was over like a couple of weeks, but it's long enough that I need to get a new one.
All right. You're able to swipe one from a tavern?
Yay. My score was slightly low. Oh, sorry, I don't know if that got picked up.
That's fine.
Yeah, it did.
We got
Braxon?
some fell down, that was all.
Braxon, because he picked up a vibe of Patar, wants to go around and see if there's anything that could be a shrine or a church of Patar, maybe with different symbols.
You do not see anything obviously so. And if you ask around, there won't be anyone. There'll be a few people who've heard of that deity, but no one who follows that deity.
Okay. Thanks.
This port is very, very faithful to Meriadar.
Braxton's going to ask what the sort of things that Meriadar does.
Meriadar, they will be happy to talk to you about Meriadar as a deity of patience and perseverance, and accepting things as they come, and waiting for things to be better, things to improve. It's very much an optimistic deity. But a deity of patience nonetheless, and a deity of crafting.
A deity of crafting?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, so similar.
That's why they got really good crafts around here, that's why.
Similar in some respects. Braxton's going to leave 100 gold piece for them to get something made at some point.
All right, you can, donate it to the local Church of Meriadar. There's a temple.
Yeah.
All right. They will be very appreciative. If Margoth notices you doing that, she will give you a smile in appreciation. All right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay, so you get back aboard the Hilt with your supplies, and head on back to Shistholm. So you can go ahead and just drag the ship back there.
Is this...
And the trip will be uneventful.
Oh, on the day they get back here, I get to roll if I succeeded in my spell research.
Okay.
How many? I've lost track of the days.
I'm having trouble.
You need to go up. You need to go up.
Up and around it.
Yeah.
You can't pass through though.
It's a success.
Okay.
Oh, you got under.
So you
Well,
completed
actually.
your research. What spell were you researching again?
Firewall. Or wall of fire.
Fourth level.
There you go. You're back.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was just drawing a rectangle around the ship 10 times.
so 3 days
How
out,
many-
3 days back.
How many days have we been on the road now?
That was
on the road.
Yeah. That was 4 days.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
The priests need to refresh their contact tempo, so deduct another.
All right, and Solas, check how many pages that spell takes up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you break Solas's bank?
It was D6 plus level -1.
Yep.
So at maximum 9 pages.
Hey!
Oh,
Hey,
lucky.
Not only did you get it on the first try, was it that first try? Remember?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
And fewest number of pages, not bad.
How much did it cost him now?
Did I not already
we-
calculate that?
You have not.
Okay.
Half, because he's using a scroll.
You are using a scroll? Okay.
Yeah.
And you were using your scholarly thing, right? You need to reduce the cost by like another little bit. Sorry.
No, research proficiency didn't reduce the cost, it halves the time.
Just oh wow, you did this in a week and a half then.
No,
Was it 2 weeks?
I
or something?
started researching when we went on the trip to escort the Pex.
No, I mean how much in total was it taking you? Was it?
It took me 26 days
Mhm.
of research.
Yeah, I think I didn't allow it to be quite like quartering it, right?
Yeah, you allowed it to be halved, and then the scroll you allowed the scroll to reduce few days more.
Yeah.
But the
let's see.
scroll, I think, did it reduce the cost at all?
Yeah, it halves the cost as well, and I'm just looking for where I have that written down, so I don't have to
It's
look it up.
400 to 4,000 the normal cost.
Yeah, 400. No,
So 100 to 1,000 per level.
so D400 times.
Nah, it's 1d10 times 4. Alright, so 2,800 is the normal cost, halved to 1,400.
That's not so bad.
Hmm.
Though I had to buy the Wall of... No, Wall of Fire was something we looted. I earlier bought the Lightning Bolt that I researched. That was
Okay.
it.
4th level, isn't it? Or 3rd?
Yeah, Wall of Fire is 4th.
What else do you need for the fire wand?
That was it.
You can do both now.
So it was 1,400.
Yes. Alright,
You
so
know this.
yeah, when
Go
the rest of the party returns, you finish up your research, successfully learned Wall of Fire. And yep, Tom Brown is right, and I was writing that down. You will be getting some XP for that.
I've also finished reading the book.
Okay.
So I need to practice whenever it says for a month. How would I do
Yes,
that?
so that is for the next month. You will have to practice the things that you learn as you finish the book. You get to the last page, finish reading it, and you start thinking about how you'll need to go through these exercises, these mental exercises for the next month. And as you're kind of like maybe looking at the ceiling, thinking about this with the book in your hands feel suddenly lighter, and you look down, and the book has vanished. It's gone.
Oh, Lafdul sighs just like the other book. They all keep disappearing on me. It would be nice to share that book around, Lafdul thought to himself.
So that will be 30 days, I believe.
So obviously I can't do anything else while I'm doing this then. Or nothing too distracting. Can I do gem cutting?
No, you can't do gem cutting. You
Alright,
can't do anything that's essentially a day activity.
Alright. So philosophy study for the next 30 days.
Let's see.
Well, mostly mental puzzles and such.
Yeah, and you need to start doing that within 1 week.
Yeah, no, I'll do it straight away, pretty much. Well, I will dedicate all my time to it.
Okay.
That I can.
All right, so you get back you're back at Schistholm. You will be able to get last-minute purchases if you wanted. You can stock up on water. Again, anything over 8,400 will take up 1 ton per 2,400 man days of water. But that will also be they're allowing you to fill up barrels for free, and they'll give you some extras just so that you have enough for what you want. And again, if there's any last-minute purchasing that you want to do, you can do so. Otherwise, we'll be taking our break, and when we get back, you can start working your way out of this crystal sphere.
I'm marking it down as 28-hour ferry because it was 2 days into it when I finished the book. And 2 days back when I start practicing.
You finished it 2 days on the day you got to the...
It took us 2 days to get to that port. That's when I would have finished it because I had 2 days left when I started the session.
Yeah, probably. Just say that you're starting it when you get back here, just because you were doing purchasing at Daraldar and stuff like that.
30.
So I think that's just...
That's how you want to do it.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it'll certainly make it easier in terms of calculating it, I think. Because now, this is when party also needs to start calculating the food and air and water consumption and stuff like that, so... Alright, so we'll go ahead and take our break. Let people stretch, get something to eat or drink, and we will be back in about 10 minutes.
See you on the other side.
See you shortly,
See you then.
everyone.